That new podcast, man.
Nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
I'm a Yum Yum, the podcast, man.
What they be talking about, man? What they be...
All kinds of madness, yo.
Oh, for real?
One dude called himself an E-man. He ain't no E-man, dog.
Hey, but it sounds like you be watching it though, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be watching it, dog.
Hey, if you mess with it, clap your hands.
If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. Your favorite uncle in the dean is back. I'm a Yum Yum. The window string, just percussion and claps. I'm a Yum Yum. With more bars than a prison, in fact. I'm a Yum Yum. Worldwide like you Google the map. I'm a Yum Yum. Up front like I'm leading the pack. I'm a Fist raised high like I'm giving you dap. I'm a If I fall off, I'ma land like a cat. I'm a Calling for an after till Islam come back. I'm a Yum Yum. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like what you hear, subscribe. I'm a Yum Yum. Like and share if you're feeling the vibe. I'm a Yum Yum. YouTube and Facebook, we live. I'm a Streaming Yum Yum. Platforms like we surfing the tide. I'm a Yum Yum. Everybody hop in, let's ride. I'm a Yum Yum. It's going down like we're taking a dive. I'm a Never Yum hoodwink, never shucking the jive. I'm a For Allah's pleasure is the reason we strive. I'm a Yum Yum. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. You heard of that new podcast, man?
Nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
I'm a Yum Yum, the podcast, man.
What they be talking about, man? What they be...
All kinds of madness, yo.
Oh, for real?
One dude called himself an E-man. He ain't no E-man, dog.
Hey, but it sounds like you be watching it though, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be watching it, dog.
Hey, if you mess with it, clap your hands.
If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. Your favorite uncle in the dean is back. I'm a Yum Yum. The window string, just percussion and claps. I'm a Yum Yum. With more bars than a prison, in fact. I'm a Yum Yum. Worldwide like you Google the map. I'm a Yum Yum. Up front like I'm leading the pack. I'm a Fist raised high like I'm giving you dap. I'm a If I fall off, I'ma land like a cat. I'm a Calling for an after till Islam come back. I'm a Yum Yum. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like what you hear, subscribe. I'm a Yum Yum. Like and share if you're feeling the vibe. I'm a Yum Yum. YouTube and Facebook, we live. I'm a Streaming platforms like we surfing the tide. I'm a Yum Yum. Everybody hop in, let's ride. I'm a Yum Yum. It's going down like we're taking a dive. I'm a Never hoodwink, never shucking the jive. I'm a For Allah's pleasure is the reason we strive. I'm a Yum Yum. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, clap your hands. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a Yum Yum, tag beer.
You heard of that new podcast, man?
Nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
I'm a Yum Yum, the podcast, man.
What they be talking about, man? What they be...
All kinds of madness, yo.
Oh, for real?
One dude called himself an E-man. He ain't no E-man, dog.
Hey, but it sounds like you be watching it though, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be watching it, dog.
Hey, if you mess with it, clap your hands.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. Your favorite uncle in the dean is back.
I'm a yum
The window string, just percussion and claps.
I'm a yum
With more bars than a prison, in fact.
I'm a yum yum.
Worldwide, like you Google the map.
I'm a yum yum.
Up front, like I'm leading the pack.
I'm a
Fist
yum yum.
raised high, like I'm giving you dap.
I'm a
If
yum
I
yum.
fall off, I'ma land like a cat.
I'm a
Calling
yum
for
yum.
Ennahda till Islam come back.
I'm a yum yum.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like what you hear, subscribe.
I'm a yum
Like
yum.
and share if you're feeling the vibe.
I'm a yum yum.
YouTube and Facebook, we live.
I'm a
Streaming
yum yum.
platforms like we surfing the tide.
I'm a yum yum.
Everybody hop in, let's ride.
I'm a yum
It's
yum.
going down like we're taking a dive.
I'm a
Never
yum yum.
hoodwink, never shucking the jive.
I'm a
For
yum yum.
Allah's pleasure is the reason we strive.
I'm a yum yum.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer.
You heard of that new podcast, man?
Nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
I'm a Yum Yum, the podcast, man.
What they be talking about, man? What they be...
All kinds of madness, yo.
Oh, for real?
One dude called himself an E-man. He ain't no E-man, dog.
Hey, but it sounds like you be watching it though, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do be watching it, dog.
Hey, if you mess with it, clap your hands.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. Your favorite uncle in the dean is back.
I'm a
The
Yum
window
Yum.
string, just percussion and claps.
I'm a Yum
With more
Yum.
bars than a prison, in fact.
I'm a Yum Yum.
Worldwide, like you Google the map.
I'm a Yum Yum.
Up front, like I'm leading the pack.
I'm a
Fist
yum yum.
raised high, like I'm giving you dap.
I'm a
If I
yum yum.
fall off, I'ma land like a cat.
I'm a
Calling
yum
for
yum.
Ennahda till Islam come back.
I'm a Yum Yum.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like what you hear, subscribe.
I'm a Yum
Like
Yum.
and share if you're feeling the vibe.
I'm a Yum Yum.
YouTube and Facebook, we live.
I'm a
Streaming
yum yum.
platforms like we surfing the tide.
I'm a Yum Yum.
Everybody hop in, let's ride.
I'm a Yum
It's
Yum.
going down like we're taking a dive.
I'm a
Never
yum yum.
hoodwink, never shucking the jive.
I'm a
For
yum yum.
Allah's pleasure is the reason we strive.
I'm a Yum Yum.
If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Clap your hands. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Cause the podcast taught you something. If you like, I'm a yum yum. Tag beer.
You heard of that new podcast, man?
Nah, bro, I don't know what you talking about, bro.
Amu Yum Yum. The pod.
Still? You verified? All right.
Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to Amu Yum Yum, the podcast where we seek to cure the kufr infected by injecting the Islamic perspective. And as always, let's disclaim.
There you go. Disclaimer. The opinion of Amu Yayum, the podcast, is based on Islam. Our intentions are to be correct. However, we may not always be right. Others may differ in concept, but these are
ours.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a show. Anyway, so the Yani, Assalamu alaikum.
What's going on, man?
Okay, I am your host, Amu Yum Yum, and this is Amu Yusuf as always.
Favorite.
The Amu you love to hate.
Yes.
Okay, and we have something
Random.
but we're not going to use that random that we thought about. We're going to use the random.
But the morning was good, though. I mean,
The morning.
the parking one. No.
The parking.
Yeah. Now you're gonna use
I don't want to use that because everybody knows you don't like certain people. Okay, we're gonna use a different random. This random is DMX. DMX had a heart attack. Okay, and he is now recovering. He is off ventilators and he is breathing on his own. May Allah Ta'ala guide him and improve his condition.
I mean,
He is my second favorite lyricist. Mainstream lyricist next to Biggie. That boy got bars. I would challenge lyrically someone to find a song nicer than The Professional by DMX. I mean, that song is, he's talking about many different ways to assassinate you or kill you. I mean,
that was this positive thing, man.
no, it's not positive. I'm talking about the lyrics, man. See, I listen to battle rap, and I don't listen to it for the content itself. I listen to it for the lyricism. I mean, it is. I come from that background, you know. What I mean, I've been in the studio. I'm telling you, it's very creative, mashallah. I mean, some of them you would think, man, this person became Muslim, he would be such a dynamic speaker. The way you put words together, you know, English language is very limited language. It's not as vast as Arabic and stuff like that. Yeah. But yet and still, the way they put these little English words together, man, it is amazing. It is amazing.
Okay, so
yeah, I like it. So anyway,
that's it.
May Allah Ta'ala guide him and improve his condition. You know, and guide him to Islam.
Yeah.
You know, some might say he's already Muslim. You know how y'all are. y'all think everybody's
Muslim. Yeah.
So anyway, so moving on from that, that's on people's minds.
Right.
Moving on from that.
What's poppin'?
Okay, there we go. Okay, what's poppin'? Okay, what's poppin' is the topic. The topic.
Colorful topic today.
Very colorful.
Very colorful.
The topic is red pill, blue pill versus green dean. Okay, we could say green pill, but we chose to say green dean. And we'll define what we mean by green dean. I'm trying to make this green pill thing a thing. I want to make it a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so nevertheless, red pill defined. Define red pill. I'll let you handle it.
Yes, I handle it. So basically, the whole concept of red pill is about, men, right? Coming out of the
No red pill women?
Well, I mean, it's kind of because it's mainly meant for men.
About once a month.
All right. Once a month.
I'm just asking. I don't any.
The whole concept, of course, started like way back in 2002. Like a lot of these situations where men get traumatized. But the whole idea behind it is to understand the woman's nature, right? And how to basically use the red pill concept to select the right mate or right woman for your life and whatnot. Makes sense? In a simple form, right? And at the same time, the reason they call it red and blue pill, because if you watch the movie Matrix, in the blue pill, that means you're conditioned with what the society taught you all the way to until you grow up.
Unwoke and unconcerned.
Yes.
Unwoke and unconcerned.
So,
Inactive.
yeah. So when you take the red pill, that means you actually coming out of it and it's not like think for yourself and understand exactly look at the world from a different perspective, right? So one of the main guys, I mean, a lot of people call themselves red pill. I mean, you will look at the liberal side of things, they're gonna call it red pill. You look at the tradcons and the conservative. Everyone's calling themselves, oh, we are the one, or the MRA, the Man Rights Movement. They even claim the red pill. But nevertheless, the main guy really, if you want to look into this, his name is Rollo Tomassi. Okay, so he wrote a book called The Rational Male, and I do actually advise a lot of men out there to read that book. Okay, if you're a Muslim, just take the one that doesn't contradict with Islam and throw the stuff that are against the deen. You can throw that out, right? So he wrote 4 books: The Rational Male. The second one was Rational Male Preventive Medicine, that talks about the different phases that women go through, right? The third book was about positive masculinity. And the fourth one, which inshallah I'm going to get it, is about religion, right? So this started like back in 2002, and there's a huge community right now of the so-called manosphere, or men getting together, right, to understand how to... right, pause, where's the jar? To understand how to, because a lot of from the media, from the society, from the ideology, everything is about feminization, everything's about woman this, woman empowerment, but nobody does anything for fathers, nobody does anything for boys, nobody does teach them how to be a man, how to be masculine. There's like you did a topic on the gender war, right?
Yeah.
Like the attack on men, for example, right? So this community grew very, very fast. I mean, now I think it might become a mainstream, right? So I've been following Rollo. I've been listening to Richard Cooper. I've been also listening to Abu American, Brother Greg Abdurrahman, and also Nabil Aziz from Dubai. And I think Daniel also has some of this concept, because what I found out through the red pill, they're actually going back to what? The original of what man's nature is.
This is what I went when I discussed gender wars on Exactly. I was talking about if women win, then our children will be going through worse than what we're going through now. There'll be higher divorce. Everything. Men will feel disenfranchised even more than what they feel now. But if men win, we return back to the fitra.
That's
all men are asking for. Kuffar and Muslim are asking for fitra. That's all they're asking.
That's how fascinating you put it that way, because that's what they something called the blue pill mindset or the beta mindset, because you were raised in a society that the women sometimes not gonna earn respect. You're gonna have to like do everything for them. Like why, for example, right? So in the red pill, they were very right. They hit the nail on the head when they talked about man's nature. Let's say, for example, a polygynous in nature. That's why they sleep around, right? The only difference is in the red pill community, they don't have a solution like Islam has a solution. That's why you have the green, like the green pill, right? So in a nutshell, so that's what red pill community is. A lot of people use this word. There's a documentary called The Red Pill, but it's actually not about this. But if you do want to understand it, just check out Rollo Tomassi in his YouTube channel, or read his book, then you have an idea, because again, in a simple form, it really talks about the true nature of what man is and what woman is. And Rollo Tomassi, always people attack him saying that he's an anti-woman, but in reality he says, no.
Same here. Yeah. Nobody loves women more than I do. Okay. Nobody loves women more than I do. Okay.
Right.
But they say anti-women because if you speak the hawk, they don't like it.
They don't like it. Yeah.
I don't have to pander to women.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely correct. So what Rollo was saying that the man and woman, they don't complete, they actually complement each other, right? So right now, back in the more than almost 2 decades ago, right? When I was married, I didn't understand how the women are, because I saw my mom and dad how they were. I mean, back in Mecca, that was my expectation, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So I didn't know. So I read several books here and there. Some of them actually useless, like what is it, Man from Mars, Woman from Venus, whatever. That book was actually useless. Another one is called The 5 Language of Love by Gary Chapman, I think. Another useless book. A lot of sisters, women promote that book because it's really useless.
Firewood.
Yeah, Firewood. Then my friend Ali, what he did, he told me to read this book by Barbara and Alan Peace. It was kind of funny, but that book really talked about the different way men and women communicate. It helped a little bit. Now, the different with the rational male, I mean, that's go way to a different level. Even the book No More Mr. Nice Guy, I think, from Dr. I think Gary Glover, also similar. But this one it really opened my eye to, okay, when I read the book, oh, okay, this is weird because I deal with a lot of, let's say, female clients, or when I was, married, the exact scenario, the behavior, like I saw it's happening, but it never clicked. I never understood it. Why would they act like in a certain way? Does that make sense? Like the concept of what is it?
Well, see, you start off without any knowledge of men and women.
Yeah.
You think they're the same,
but they're not.
You think that men and women are the same. We are not the same.
Not the same. Yeah.
We don't filter information the correct way. The same.
Yeah.
We don't dispense information the same way. I mean, we have some deep thinkers among the kuffar that you would not necessarily go to for advice.
Right.
We have Patrice O'Neill. He passed.
Yeah.
We have people like Corey Holcomb and people like that. Now, both of these guys are comedians, but you got to see past their kufr jibber jabber.
Yeah.
And you'll see some really deep insight. And anybody that has dealt with women, Abu America been married
13 times, I think. Yeah.
He ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
I'm saying he ain't got nothing on me. That's why when I finish my book, y'all see. But,
yeah.
but the whole point is that you start off thinking they're just like us. They're not.
They're not.
You know what I'm saying? Allah says the male is not like the female.
Yeah,
and we think that they are. They are not. They are not. Okay? The same Allah said what? We take care of them. Yeah. The same Allah said what? It takes two of them to witness for one man. Allah says why? Just in case one forgets her, the other can remind her. Okay? So you say women are not more forgetful than men. Okay, argue with Quran. And this is the problem. You speak the haqq, they say you're anti-women.
Yeah.
And all these kuffar and the Muslims that are speaking on this issue, all they want is to return to the fitrah. Who does that benefit? It benefits us, and it benefits you even more.
Yeah. And because we have the aqidah we're Muslim, we have to filter out from the Islamic point of view, right? Yes. So that's the thing, because it's a reactionary group. I mean, you have the crazy feminists. Yeah. Another version of the crazy feminists are the MGTOW, which means men gone on their own way, right? And unfortunately, a lot of them are. This is true. A lot of them, unfortunately, traumatized, which means their kids taken away, they got divorced, raped, or
they're rushing to get vasectomies.
Yeah. So they don't have a solution, because their solution is what? Monk mode? Be like a monk?
Then you got the incels.
Or hump and dump.
Yeah, they can't get none. The incels can't get.
Hump and dump. Do you test the mic? How's the mic, everybody? Is the sound clear out there?
It should be all right.
Oh, because you heard it there too, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have a solution, because they found the problem. They went back to the evolution of biology. They went back to the biological nature of men and women. They got that right. But when it comes to solution, unfortunately, the solution is not Islamic, right? That's why Abu American even said, I mean, like when they were talking about, once you understand how women are in a certain way, if you don't want to marry them, just, have a relationship. I'm like, well, Islam, we don't have that, right? So this is what, alhamdulillah, Abu American said, no, we don't do that, because if these were your daughters, would you do the same thing, right? So we have Islamic morality, and they don't. So that's why Red Pill became very popular. And again, it started like back in 2002. And now it might get into the mainstream, right? So a lot of it, like I said, I mean, I think
it's mainstream now.
Yeah, because even in some recent movies, you can see some of the concept they're putting it there. Basically, what's happening, like Amuyam said here, is going back to the fitrah. When I read this, I'm like, oh wow, this is actually, for example, this is how my dad was. The Alpha Dude, Allah Rahamu, come in the house, he's the man of the house, and I saw the relationship within my relatives back home. The patriarchy is actually part of the deen.
What's crazy? It's what's crazy is that, like, I'm not paying for a woman. I'm not paying whether she's on the street or in the masjid. I'm not paying for a woman. Okay, I'm not paying a high dowry. It's ridiculous. If you're asking for more than the best of the women, I don't see it.
Yeah,
that's me. Okay, other brothers can do that. If I was a billionaire, I guarantee you I would not waste money on a dowry. But guess what I would do as a billionaire? I would slide her a black card. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. Whatever you. Matter of fact, go get the Tesla you like. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. You know why? Because she has to drive herself and my children around. and I'd rather her be in a car that's crash test safe.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about, women have locked up good engines because they didn't put oil and change the oil. I've seen that happen. Nice cars with a locked up engine. And I'm not saying all women, some women know how to change the oil and test the oil and check it. So, but nevertheless, I would say go get this, whatever you need. Go whatever you need,
no oil,
whatever you want.
It's electric.
Huh?
Tesla's no oil, it's electric.
That's what I'm saying. So it won't happen.
But there was a lady who started to put a gas.
Yeah. She tried to put gas in a Tesla. So the point I'm making is this: like, I would give you whatever you need. Oh, I like this. Look, get whatever you want. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Get whatever you want. But I'm not going to pay a high dowry because the dowry has it has an essence to it.
Yeah.
It's a sadaq, it's a free gift. But everybody's trying to cash out. And because society has made it more beneficial to divorce, financially beneficial to divorce, it's not good for the kids. It's not good for the women. It's not good for the woman. It's not good for the kids. Yeah. But they made it. They give you a financial incentive. You can have above and beyond what Allah and His Messenger say. You can have half of His wealth. So what do we have? We have this red pill people say, look, this is enough. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's harming the kids, and it's even harming the women, but they can't see it. You know why? Because Allah didn't put them in charge of themselves. They put us in charge of them. So they're saying, let's return to the fitrah.
That's what they do.
Even Kufar.
Yeah.
He's recommending books written by a kafir.
Yeah.
Read the book. You'll say, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Use your aqidah to filter out the un-Islamic.
Exactly.
And just focus. I'm telling you, when I was reading it, I'm like, wow, this basically answered all my questions. And it goes back to, they basically talking about this is how men biologically are.
Yeah.
Since according to their, since the creation, whatever, evolution, whatever they call it, right? They never change.
Yeah.
So now with the society, with the ideologies, with pushing all these ideas about, even when I came to the state, like I told you before that when I came to the state in 1999, I wrote a paper on, for my English class on The Simpsons. Yeah. Right? Because my observation was like how the media, how the cartoon always put the father, the husband as an idiot, as a dumb person. Yeah. I said, this is not cool. This is not normal. Right? But they're making it normal. Because when I used to watch, back when I was in Saudi, when I used to watch like 70s shows to the 80s, right? The man was always like, the one in charge, right? As soon as you come to the 90s, everything is changing. It's like a social engineering, right? Social engineering. So when we say red pill concept or the blue pill person, we say blue pilled or something beta, right? Because you're putting the woman on a pedestal. She's not earning the respect. Yeah. Just by default, you're putting in the pedestal, you're simping, and you're trying to do everything without even having your own dignity. Make sense?
It's like for instance, there's a weak hadith. I really shouldn't say weak hadith. You know why? Because it's going to trigger people. It's a weak hadith that paradise lies at the foot of the mother.
Yeah.
Now we know the dignity of mothers in Islam. Yeah. We know the dignity of mothers. Okay. So we're not belittling the role of mothers. I'm saying it's a weak hadith. Yeah. I'm not saying the hadith, the matin or the meaning of it is not true. I'm saying it's a weak hadith of itself. Okay. You think that applies to all mothers?
I don't think so.
Don't we know mothers that have drowned their children? Remember Casey Anthony and the John Benet Ramsey and these other people that have drove their children off of cliffs in a car, killed their children. This was one person smothered the children and threw them down a well. All this different stuff. You think these mothers, their paradise at their feet? Their feet has mud in the toenails. You know why? Because they walk through the swamp to drown their kids. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, you just on the virtue of being a mother doesn't mean you're going to paradise or paradise at your foot. Just that virtue of being a woman doesn't mean that you are wife material, so on and so forth.
But guess what? A lot of hadith about obey the husband. They don't like that.
Yeah. But that one's strong.
Yeah, that was strong. That's not weak. But they don't like that one, right? And even if you look at the statistics, man, if you look at the statistics, like let's say in the state, the divorce rate is so high. What is it, 50 or 60% right now? 50 or 60%, right? Yeah. But out of the 50%, guess what? Almost 80 to 85 are initiated by women.
Yeah, they're initiated because the incentive is there.
Right.
When you de-incentivize, divorce, what happens is that people tend to work through issues. If you can see a cash out, you can see a cash out, you'll go for it. Okay, I want to move on to this. Of course, it's red pill, blue pill from the Matrix.
The whole idea
trilogy, whatever. Yeah. But then you got black pill, you got purple pill, so on and so forth.
Pink, all kinds of pills.
The topic is red pill, blue pill, green deen. Now, red pill has some similarities to Islam. Okay. Blue pill, you'll find some similarities to Islam. Okay. As Muslims, we must, if you listen to talk about this stuff, if you listen to lectures, if you read books about it, we have to, like you said, use the aqidah to understand the contradictions.
Yeah.
These are kuffar. These are kuffar that say, man, it is getting bad out here for men. You know, it's getting bad. Alhamdulillah, there are women that promote prenup.
Yeah.
They're saying, look, they say, well, you're going in thinking about divorce. No. You don't get car insurance thinking about going in thinking about, I'm going to wreck this car.
Right.
You know, you do things preventative, you know. So this is the issue. So you have the proper aqidah, you can understand the contradictions, okay?
Yeah.
You can understand the contradictions. Now, if a doctor tells you, hey, you know, you got a little heart issue, drink a glass of wine, 1 glass of wine a day, and it'll be better for your heart, the antioxidants, you know, and you will say, oh, barakallah fi. You know, no, you don't say that. Right. You say, no, I don't drink wine. Is there an alternative? That's a Muslim. See, a doctor told you to drink wine, and you told the doctor, I don't drink alcohol. I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
Is there an alternative? He said, oh, Welch's grape juice. But he didn't tell you Welch's grape juice in the beginning. See? The fact is, because you're Muslim, you filtered out what even the doctor prescribed. You understand?
Yeah.
So the same way when you read these books, listen to these talks, you can filter out through your aqidah. You don't have to necessarily take everything that they say. Because red pill, like the brother mentioned, they say stick and dip.
Hump and dump.
Stick and dip, hump and dump, smash and dash. You know, this is what they recommend. They say, man, they have went so far. They say that marriage is a bad deal all around. They got lectures and talks and blogs and podcast shows talking about, is marriage even a good deal for men? What do we get out of marriage?
Actually, what's her name? Psychologist. Her name is Helen Smith. She wrote a book called Man on a Strike, right? And she said the same thing. She said, like, you know, men in America actually don't have a good deal out of marriage.
Bad deal. Because
when they get divorced, 50% of their asset income is gone. 80% of the time, they don't even have full custody to the kids, even 50% custody to the kids. Yeah. Right? And
not even 50.
Some of the states have to pay alimony. I don't know for how long. Does that make sense? So what kind of father going to involve with the children when he can only see them like every other weekend or once in a week? It's not right. You know what? Right now in psychology, there's a new term, like a psychological term. They call it the parental alienation. Yeah. You alienate one parent with the children, so so the kids can have that this, and it's happening. I mean, it's basically destroying families.
And the children's heads, in their mind, are like, why Daddy don't love me? Why doesn't he come around? Daddy can't just come around outside of what the court papers say.
Yeah,
I know that for a fact. You can't just come around. Even if the woman, look at the bad deal. Listen to the bad deal.
Yeah,
you divorce a woman. Y'all got a couple of kids, right? Okay. The court papers say this day, that day, this holiday, this weekend, whatever, right? So you go around when it's not your day. And let's say you go around for what reason? You go around because she told you, she said, look, these are your kids. I know what the court papers say, but these are your kids. You can come around when you want to. So go around on a day where she's not feeling it. She can call the police on you.
Yep.
Almost like you're trespassing. And he came to get the kids, Your Honor. That's exactly what you're going to hear in court. It's not a good deal. Take the kids with her permission, without written permission. Get written permission. Take the kids, get written permission. But if it's outside the court prescribed dates and days, put them kids in the car and drive around. She can call kidnapping on you, have you pulled over and taken to jail. And you're guilty until proven innocent. You got the kids in the car. It's not your day. You don't have paperwork that it's your day. But she said, oh, come get them whenever you want to. They are at the top, and Allah put men at top because we have the responsibility. Women are our amana. We're not theirs. Theirs is the home and the children.
Yeah, okay? and you have some, and again, we're not denying that some brothers probably not doing things correctly. We're not denying that, right? Yeah. But when it comes to the sisters, nobody wants to talk about it. When it comes to the woman, nobody wants to talk about it. In fact, I mean, man, if you hear all these crazy stories about what they do to their kids and their husband, I mean, just insane. Yeah. But nobody wants to hear that part. Oh, they cannot do that. But what they do, that's the reality. You know what I mean? They do that. They use the court system. Even some of the sisters, they act like all religious. When the divorce comes in, they go to the kafir court.
Yeah.
And completely abuse it, right? So anyway, subhanallah. So that's in a nutshell. Like I said, that's what the whole concept came from, and going back to the fitrah, and you can definitely read those books, and like I said, use the aqidah to filter out the the un-Islamic stuff. Or you can just even check out Nabil Aziz, the one who has the website called Becoming an Alpha Muslim, yeah, or Abu American.
Yeah,
In fact, Abu American is another one that
he's I'm seeing him.
what?
Not, he was no kalam farag, no nonsense talk,
Real talk,
BS.
Yeah.
He was like that before, but then now I think y'all agitating him.
Yeah. So the question that
y'all about to have a Abu Kevin Samuels keep messing with him.
Yeah.
Keep messing with him.
He's starting to be patient because he does the live streaming and people ask the stupid questions.
He's starting to snap.
Yeah, you should check out his shows.
Because men we address things with a logical brain.
Yeah.
Emotions, we're human. We get it.
Yeah.
People say, look at it, you're supposed to be a man, you're emotional. Allah created men emotional. It's part of the human, the human.
But the men's emotion is
called the essence of human.
Yeah, but the men's emotion is not like the woman's emotion.
Yeah, it's totally different. But nevertheless, we emotional beings. We get emotional. Now you want us emotional when it's time to rub your feet. You want us emotional when it's time to hug and about something.
Yum. Because you have to have that's right now. Okay, so now it's back.
So, man, I you know what? I hope it's not. I hope they join the streams together. Because the connection was not fast enough.
Yeah. So you were saying?
Yeah. So basically that's the issue. But to move on to green, okay? The significance of green. Why push green pill? Now, green pill is not new. When they came out red pill, blue pill, naturally people were going to say, hey, what about purple pill? Combining the red and blue makes purple. Got the black people, black pill, whatever, right?
Right.
What about white pill? What about everybody? Now, green, we say green pill, and green pill had two significance that I understood. Okay, one, it was very immoral. It was women that charged money for their favors. Okay, prostitution. Okay, the sharamit. So
sharamit.
Yeah, this is what one meaning of green pill. I was like, why did they call that green pill? They should have called that pink pill or yellow pill or something. But they call it green pill. It's not set in stone. This is just the ingenuity of men, intellectual ingenuity, what have you. So nevertheless, or the quality. Yeah. But nevertheless, the significance of green, the other side, okay, you had the prostitution part of it. And the other side of green was when you became woke to climate change. Okay, they call that green. Because when we think about green thumbs, so on and so forth, okay, woke to climate change and the unfolding, what's unfolded in the world around us and things like that, and you realize it's really bad. They call that green pill. Okay, well, as Muslims, we know green has a significance in Islam. Okay, but before that, we'll talk about green represents what in just everyday life, that the way we use it. Okay, in everyday life, I guess here in America, I can't say what they use in other places, but green is represents life itself. Remember, if a plant is green, it's considered life. Mm-hmm. If a plant is brown, you say, oh, okay, well, this is not working out too well. Okay, so anyway, then green also represents innocence and non-complicity. Okay, green. Okay, when back in the day when you had a friend hanging with you and he didn't know about this type of crime, he didn't know about this type of behavior with girls, he didn't know about this, we said, oh man, he's green. That's the terminology, green. Okay, that means innocence, non-complicity. Okay, Adam alayhi salam was green-minded. How was Adam alayhi salam green-minded? Shaitan came to him, uqsimu billah, I swear by Allah. Okay, and Adam never heard a lie in his life. So Adam alayhi salam had a green mind. Okay, he never knew someone could swear by Allah, Allah, and then do what? Lie. Okay, we have that a lot. Allah Ta'ala talks about the munafiqun in the Quran. He said they use their oaths, they swear their false oaths by Allah to hide